Hello and welcome back to Nat Scraps. I hope you are having a wonderful day and that you have got your fingers inky and all that stuff. My name's Natalie Koenig and I am back day 3 of Christy's Beautiful Life's 30 Days of Sketches, and you've seen the sketch up there on the screen. I had gone through my phone, I found some photos, and the night before this sketch, so this is the, I'm doing this one day ahead, I will tell you the truth, but the night before I'd said to my friend, this is tomorrow's sketch that I have to do, what am I going to do? And we came up with these photos from the tennis, and my interpretation of the stripe that goes through these photos is the tennis ball, the lines on a tennis ball. So here I've jumped onto my computer, I've created an image on the, well, actually I just downloaded it, to be honest. I found one that I liked and I went, that's nice and quick and easy. Let's not reinvent the wheel. Let's just go with that. Just very unlike me. I tend to like to reinvent the wheel. And I have started to cut that out. Now I did have problems with the S in tennis and I had to do that several times. So you'll see that come in and go out as we go. So I've got my tennis ball and my what is to be the stripe from that sketch, and I'm now going to add a little bit of color. So I want to bring in that greeny yellow color of the tennis ball, and I'm going to do that by creating a little bit of a background on my white cardstock. So in a moment I'm going to bring in some oxide inks. I think they're just there off to the side actually. Twisted citron and squeezed lemon. I'm just having to replace and redo a couple of those letters. The S, for some reason, I think I ended up cutting it like 4 or 5 times because it just would not cut without ripping and tearing. You'll see when I bring them back in that the font has just like this tiny detail that takes out of the middle. So that's what I was having the trouble with, this tiny little line bit in the middle. Here I'm bringing in those distress inks and I'm spraying them with water, and then I'm just going to pick them up with a bit of plastic packaging here and splattering them around. Now I drew a few lines to give me a bit of guidance of where roughly that ball shape is going to be, and I'm not aiming to go right to the edge. I'm not kind of aiming for it all to be inside that round circle or all outside of it. I'm just roughly putting it there, and it's just adding color and something behind that black image. Now I could have just used paper and put paper pieces in there with the yellow, but I liked this not full on color but a little bit of color, and I thought that would work really well. Let me know if you think that being a solid tennis ball would have been more or less. Originally, when I looked at that diagonal that's in the sketch, and I can bring the sketch back in, I was thinking that it would be really nice if I had like a set of balls coming down on the angle, but then I went to tennis ball, strip on the angle, and this is where we ended up. So a little bit off script today with the sketch, and I'm guessing not completely to what I probably should have aimed at, but that's what I do like about sketches, is that they will take you off on a journey. I would have never thought to do this without the sketch, so it's always nice to see where these sketches do end up taking you, and where you end up with a layout that is different to what you thought you would start with. Are you playing along at home? Are you doing any of these sketches? Have you joined Christy's Beautiful Life? If you haven't joined the Facebook page, it will be linked below. You can jump on there and see what's going on. I will also link my Facebook page down below too, so you can always go and see what else I'm creating at other times. I'll post cards and bits and pieces up on there as well. So you're more than welcome to come and join my community over there. And today's sketch, oh, I forgot to figure out whose today's sketch is. So with the wonders of doing a voiceover, I'll be back any second to let you know. So thank you, a big thank you to Amanda Castle, who created this. She goes by A Joyful Scrapper, And she has given us a really cool sketch, and I know there's going to be so many different takes on this sketch, so please pop over to that Facebook page, 30 Days of Sketches, and check out what people have created, because you'll find so much inspiration. Here I'm putting this pesky little title together, so there's the outside piece that I have to add on, and then another piece that goes in the middle of that. I used the title they had and took out all of the contours. So if you know Cricut and Design Space, you can take out different parts to make the yellow piece that goes in the background. So that's how I ended up having the yellow behind and the black in front. And with the magic of YouTube, that's all done, because I did not want you guys to have to sit through that for hours on end while I stuck pieces together. It was only half an hour or something, but you know what I mean. You don't want to have to do that. I'm going to set these out and then glue these down. So I'm just going to get them in nice order. And this is about the time normally I get a message after half a dozen people have watched my page and go, "You've made a spelling mistake, Nat. There's something wrong on the page." I can remember once there was a layout, I think I had puppy love and I had love, the L-O and the V or something around. So yeah, that I do try to double check it, but quite often I get things wrong. And I also noticed that my camera was all crooked, and it was I quite often have my screen in front of me with my camera, what my camera is recording, so I can see if things are centered and that like that. And I kept going, why does it look crooked on the screen? And it was because my camera was so skew-woofed that it was just wrong. So I finally got around to putting that back nice, well, a bit straighter. It still looks a little crooked off to the side there, but hey, you know, I never professed to be amazing at this job, so there we go. Now I'm going to get around to popping the photos on. And I'm surprised you guys actually keep coming back and watching the videos, actually, because I'm normally quite klutzy and make so many mistakes. But anyway, thank you so much for those that do keep coming back. Here I am. I'm just going to mat those photos up in black. That will help blend that in with the black tennis ball there. Or well, it's not really a black tennis ball, but black outline. And we're going to put them on. Now on this photo, guys, there is a spot at the top where there's a lady and she's looking directly at the camera. And she normally takes, like, because she's looking directly down into the camera and she's got this beautiful smile and stuff, she stands out more than me and my friend Kerry in the photo. Like, it's quite, it was disarming to me, because I kept going, she's in my photo, like she's full on in the photo, and it's not like a background person, like it's quite, yeah. So I know I have to cover that lady up. If you're out there in this world, no offense to you, but I want me and my friend to be the focus, not this lady. So as soon as I've popped this date on there, I'm going to look for something to pop over there. And straight away, I think I want a heart. And I'll go looking through my acrylic heart shapes to find a heart. So there's my thinking fingers, and you can see I'm just thinking what size I want to cover that poor lady up. I feel no offense, really no offense at all to this lady, but I was definitely looking for something to put there. And I find one that's quite open, and I think that's a perfect size. It's going to cover it beautifully, but I want a little bit of that yellow color too. So being open is fantastic. Now there's probably easier ways to do this than glue it onto the paper, then cut it out, like maybe trace around it and cut it, I don't know. But here I am with my trusty old craft knife, cutting around from the edge. It worked, but it was a little bit clunky and probably not the easiest way to cut that out. Once I have that all cut out and ready to go, that is roughly where I am going to put it. Now, I need to find a few more. There's my thinking fingers again, off they go. I need to find a few more things that are in my yellow-green kind of range to go onto the layout. It's very sparse at the moment. It's got no decoration really at all apart from the title. and I'm thinking, what am I going to bring in? So I use a little bit of the ink I use for the background. I am going to pop that on and cut out a little tag that will go up there. That will help. I've brought in those 3. They are more of a goldy yellow star, but I think that they will work well as little accents around the place. Found some yellow twine, and then after I've done this, for quite a while I was searching, and obviously I've cut out the time I'm away from my bench, but I went through my sticker sheets and things like that to find a few stickers that would help and would go with what I was doing. First of all, I found these beautiful smiley face stickers, and then I found this sun. Now, the thing about me and my friend Kerry is every time we go to the tennis, it's like an extremely hot day, so the sun was perfect for that. I found the little green journaling tag, which I snipped off, and a couple of tiny stickers that will go in there too. So one says good times, the other one says chasing the sunset, and chasing the sunset's perfect because in fact, you know, the sun set, the cool air, the night evening coolness, we were definitely chasing on this particular day. So this day was like about 40 degrees, and the following day was about probably 20 degrees. It was like quite cool the following day. So my friend was back at the tennis the following day, but she had a rain jacket and umbrella and a big nice thick jumper because it was so cold compared to the day before. Here I am just adding those few little elements around, and then I am going to do a little bit of journaling down the bottom, which pretty much says exactly what I just told you about the heat and the fact that every time we go to the tennis, we pick the hottest day. So we normally book our tennis tickets well in advance. So we normally book them several months. So we don't have, you know, that foresight about what the weather's going to be doing that week. It just so happens we pick hot days. So I've written that in with a pencil. I don't know about you guys. I'm a dreadful speller. I've already mentioned that this video. Dreadful speller, but I always make mistakes. So I like to kind of like put what I want to write down first and have a look over it. But I also tend to find that it doesn't even matter because I'll always change it and write it some other different way or a different length, and it never coincides with the pencil. So I don't know why I do it anyway. I should just write it on a scrap of paper and then go for it. But there you go. There's my journaling, and then I'm going to erase that, and we're down to the tiny, tiny little bits. So while I'm just finishing off just a nice hand-drawn border, and I think that's it. I think that's all I'm doing. I just want to thank you guys for watching. Thanks so much for taking the time to click on the video and check it out. If you do like the video, please think about putting a like or a comment or following the channel, because it all does help keep the channel going. But if you do none of that, I still thank you so much for just tuning in and checking me out today. I hope you guys have a wonderful day. There's a bit of a slow shot coming, like detail shot coming, and then a still shot of the layout right there at the end. Have a great day, guys, and we'll see you on the next one. Bye.